Marcus, as outdoorsman-y as you are, being the avid camper, I haven't really heard much fishing and hunting stories. Are you not big into hunting?
I've never hunted.
Even Mr. Camper.
I have shotguns. I fish a lot, but I've never hunted.
I mean, one time you hunted the townies of Crawfordsville.
Sniper. Sharpshooter. Welcome to The Cover, where three Hoosier friends judge books by their covers and movies by their trailers.
That's right. I'm Brett, here with my fellow Indiana natives, Remington and Marcus, ready to dive into the stories that keep us up all night and occasionally put us to sleep.
Whether you're a bookworm, movie buff, or just here for the witty banter, we've got you covered.
Each week, we'll dissect a different book or movie, sharing fun facts, hot takes, and moments that make Marcus cry. Spoiler alert, we're not experts, but we're definitely opinionated.
From literary masterpieces to blockbuster flops, nothing is safe from our snarky reviews and wild tangents. Who knew Hoosiers could be this entertaining?
So grab your popcorn and reading glasses because we're about to embark on a hilarious journey through the pages and screens that shape our lives. Or at least our weekends.
You're listening to The Cover. Let's get the show on the road before one of our kids wakes up.
Welcome in, boys and girls. We got a huge announcement to start this week. We are so excited. Official 100th episode, live recording.
Tonight? It's tonight?
From Books and Brews on the north side of Indianapolis, 96th and something, 69. April 25th, 7 p.m. live recording start time.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Dude, it's going to be a blast.
I'll be there.
And Rem,
Our first show was fun.
what movie
There were giveaways.
will we be doing, Rem?
I don't know. You were arguing about it before.
Well, I'm sold now.
Okay,
so-
remember the Titans, also known as the first episode we ever did, with no notes.
Yes.
So this time we'll have notes.
Before we even knew
Not
what the
that
show
we
was.
need notes.
You make sure they'll
We
remember
probably don't need notes for that one.
the night they listen to the live recording.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Titans.
I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna do notes, and then I'm gonna listen to our old one and see how well we did before the show. Then we'll have some hot takes about our show on the show.
You should look out on all the socials for a Eventbrite. Something will come out. Will it be Eventbrite?
Let's charge for this one. $150 a ticket.
And if you
if we have one ticket sale, we'll make $150 more than the last one.
More than last year.
Yeah, exactly.
This is great. Sorry if you ended up following us on Patreon. Sorry, the one
We owe
Patreon
you some
follower.
swag.
The one Patreon follower is sitting right next to me. Jessica Mangus is in the house tonight for the recording.
Man,
so
nice.
yeah, that's great. That's fantastic.
Fisher's
Well,
housewife? I thought she was Fisher's housewife.
No, that's Riley.
Is that Riley?
yes.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
nobody knows. I mean,
Also, I'm not sure any of our wives even listen to the show anymore.
did you hear about the new acronym from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party? Awful.
And,
Have you guys heard about this?
And what does it stand for?
Something about wine mom.
Affluent something mom. Yeah, it's awful.
Awful.
It's pretty smart. Pretty well.
Well, not if they said mom, because there's not the word, the letter M in awful.
Awful. Well, I think the F might be father, but
Let's
on the
do
other
some
side,
research on this, and
yeah.
we'll.
Yeah,
sounds
clearly Brett heard all about it. Awful.
Well,
That might have been
I'm locked in. Albert Moeller is my daily.
He's your guy now,
dude. Nonstop.
I don't want to recommend other podcasts when we're trying so hard for people to listen to ours, but his comes out every day.
It does
and
come
ours
out
comes
every
out
day.
every week. So.
It's amazing. Welcome to the Cover Podcast, not the Albert Moeller Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Wiggins. As always, sometimes it's to Nate's left, who did a great job filling in last week. Just kidding, I didn't listen to the episode, but I'm sure it was good. Is
Jessica Mangus.
and to the left of her is
Marcus Mangus.
the asset. Sitting to my right is Sir
Remington Ramsey.
Yeah, Nate, you forgot to say Sir last week.
it's all right.
You always,
I remembered.
You kinda,
Did Brett listen to an episode?
I remembered.
Wow.
for some reason, I listened to the opener. Oh, I listened to the opener, and then it just kept playing while I was working on something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how everyone listens to that.
We answer 9 questions, mostly every week, about one of your favorite books or movies. Sir Remington, what are we covering?
A writer recounts a childhood journey with his friends to find the body of a missing boy. This movie is Stand By Me.
I am oddly satisfied with that short description.
I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
That's the one that they gave me, and I wanted to see how it sounded. Let's go a little deeper. Yeah, here we go. It's the summer of 1959 in Castle Rock,
This one's
Oregon.
gonna be way too
And
long.
by the way, I did not realize this was in Oregon.
Yeah.
Was that clear?
They say Portland a couple times. Yeah.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay. And 4 12-year-old boys, Gordy, Chris, Teddy, and Vern, are fast friends. After learning of the general location of a body of a local boy who had been missing for several days, they set off into the woods to see it. Along the way, they learn about themselves, the meaning of friendship, and the need to stand up for what is right. This movie is Stand By Me, 1986, R rating, 1 hour, 29 minutes, which was phenomenal.
Yes.
For the older people on the podcast, starring Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, and Jerry O'Connell. Director, the late Rob Reiner.
I loved both those descriptions, and they were for their own. If you want the short and
phenomenal.
sweet, they were great.
Yeah,
Very,
better
very-
than
are
I
those
would.
fan? Those are fan.
Yep, IMDb.
Dude, love it. Fantastic. Well, taking my first. So I enjoyed the moonshine so much last time. I'm taking my first sip.
Oh, here it goes.
This is a sip. This is a sip.
Oh, really?
And with this specific moonshine, you're saying this is a corn. Based,
Oh, you'll
right?
know it instantly as corn. Marks
Well, it's
and
whiskey.
It's-
It's whiskey that hasn't been put in barrels, is what moonshine is.
I love it. I taste a little tiny sips. Like I'm not gonna drink it,
Yeah.
but it makes me think of cereal. Like I'm drinking. I love cereal. I don't eat cereal
Cornflakes.
anymore.
You were born
Cornflakes.
in the wrong. You should have been born in the lost generation.
You know what? I think I was born in the perfect generation because this movie is about my childhood. Okay, and here's the deal.
This is film that you guys were born.
Shocked. I was born in '87. I'm shocked.
What did I say?
'86. I am shocked. I've never seen this movie. I'm shocked no one's told me to watch this movie. I'm shocked I didn't watch this movie at a friend's house when their parents went to bed. I'm shocked that one of my parents didn't put this on accident. I'm shocked. I can't. The amount of things they did and said that I'm like, I did and said that, and this is probably the reason I didn't said that, and didn't know that that's the reason that I didn't say it.
As soon as they got the gun out, I'm like, oh, that's what this is going to be about.
Or
One of these kids is going to shoot a kid.
right. I thought something bad was gonna happen.
Yeah, I was trying to remember because I've only probably ever watched this one time, and I don't think I was in the right frame of mind or the right age to really appreciate this film.
Yeah.
And
Well,
as soon
yes
as that
and no.
gun came
Yes
out,
and no.
I thought, does someone die? Is there a kid that dies?
Well, because you confuse it with My Girl. I know I did. So I was thinking I had seen
Well, he
parts
dies
of it.
from bees, not a
but
gun.
but still somebody died. So I'm like, oh wait, am I crossing those two movies? And I think I was.
It definitely had some foreshadowing of some tragedy that was about to happen.
Uh-huh.
But so first fun fact of the show: this is what Rob Reiner considers his best work ever.
yeah.
Dude.
So
You'll
here's
see
my
later. I probably don't disagree.
Well, here's my question. We've done
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. We did.
we haven't done A Few Good Men.
We've done it. We've done a few good men. We've done
So we just mentioned all of them.
Yeah. Mhm.
So A Few Good Men was another one.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
Mercy.
Why do you think he considers this his greatest work? Because this would have been before a lot of his
Because
bangers.
in my opinion, this one's built on 100% writing and directing, not on like effects, not on. He didn't buy any of it. You know how you can like in business you can buy business. You can trade money for some sales
Leads
or
and-
whatever.
yeah.
This is like just
built not bought.
Yeah, man. That's my thought anyway. Though.
It is impressive. We talked about before about like how
I have-
impressive
I have some
the child acting, like kids
Yes.
acting, is so challenging. And wow, like
Did they
these
really smoke
four-
cigarettes? Do you know?
Yes, they were really smoking.
They were really smoking, but
Not nicotine?
they were lettuce.
Whoa.
Lettuce leaves.
Dude, that's awesome.
So-
So dried out lettuce.
So
Yeah.
I think that this is his favorite, or I think what I saw was most meaningful. I maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that I saw that about this film, and to me, I think that he read that story that Stephen King wrote, which, by the way, Shawshank Redemption is in the same book of short stories that Stephen King wrote.
That's the one I was trying to think of. So I read the note that
He wrote
Rob.
that as a short story, and it turned
Both.
into the.
So Stephen King, it's called Producer Nate.
But it's a compilation.
Yeah. Well, it's like several short stories.
Huh.
And Producer Nate, this is Jessica's in here laughing at Producer Nate because she probably has it up on her phone right now. She's like, "Oh, Producer Nate's sitting here sipping his drink. That's why he can't get us anything."
Producer Nate is watching SpongeBob on his computer right now.
It's something about seasons, but in any case, he wrote a compilation of short stories, which I am absolutely going to read.
Yeah, no doubt.
I thought he only did horror. I had no idea Stephen King did anything
So it's
besides
called-
horror.
Well, we
it's
did.
called
We covered Shawshank.
Rita
I
Hayworth and
wasn't here.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, you weren't?
I didn't know that was Stephen King.
I had no idea until like doing a little bit of research for
Yeah.
this that it was in the same compilation of short stories
That's
as
cool.
Shawshank Redemption. Like, how incredible is that?
Well, I read the one of the first notes of the fun facts is that Rob Reiner essentially
Well, the short story is called The Body, but it's in a compilation called
something else.
something about seasons.
So Nate, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type which compilation of Stephen King stories is The Body and Shawshank in, and then press enter. Sometimes it
Just
says
push record
return,
and
Other
take the
times-
audio.
and then
See, this is way more fun.
This is
You guys don't understand.
all right. So listen, I want to tell you this fun fact. So essentially, Rob Reiner looked over because they screen it for the writers before they screen it for the actors and the writers and everyone before they screen it for anyone else. Stephen King screens this and is visibly shaken. Rob Reiner talks to him and he says that's by far the best adaptation of any movie from
Yep.
any of my writing.
Yep.
And I read that and I
he's
was
shaking
like,
in a good way.
yeah, oh
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Which
So-
is another reason that I was saying like he was so excited about this film is
Yeah.
because
Oh,
the
Rob.
story
Yeah,
itself
if you have
resonated.
Stephen King say that.
The story itself resonated with him so deeply.
Yeah.
In a similar way, does it sound like it did with Brett? And I'll have my own take in terms of those like 11 and 12-year-old friendships.
Yeah.
But it resonated so deeply with him that when he made the movie, that when he made those words that Stephen King wrote come to life
Yeah.
in such a meaningful way, I think that was what it was.
You know what's interesting is this
Different seasons is what it's
Go
called.
by different seasons.
Different seasons.
Different
package
seasons
that
by
with Agent Allies
Stephen
and
King.
How to Lead. And you'll
Spotify
get
Premium.
a day.
Spotify Premium, by the way, different seasons you can listen to for free.
Have you done an audiobook yet? Are you
Dude,
going to?
I'm a couple chapters in.
Of recording it?
Yeah.
Did I get you my mixer?
No, but
I got a sound tech for you.
well, I've got dude. As with most things with the book, I've got a guy on Fiverr. I saw his work.
Oh, sweet.
He's gonna do it all. Give me the number that would make you angry,
Oh.
and if it was good,
Well, there is no
$3
number because I know it's not going to be as good as what I got.
dude, it's really good. His work's good. So give me a number. Give me the number that would make you upset.
Oh, I don't know, dude. Fiverr, you can get stuff for like $100.
Yeah. So give me a number that would make
couple
you
$100.
$80.
Yeah.
You know, it's all
You
AI.
can also have
right?
AI do it.
Literally everything. that
No,
he's
but
gonna-
he's actually
he's
recording
paying
it.
somebody to use AI.
Yeah, exactly. Just like we're paying someone to look up something, we can chat GPT much faster.
Different seasons. Great job, Nate.
Whoa, Nate's like, I'm getting paid for this.
Y'all are getting paid. Oh gosh. Hey,
Speaking of which, if you'd like to sponsor the Cover Podcast,
we'll take. Hey, you know what? Let's just put a tip jar.
How much do you
out
think
front.
we're in the hole on this whole adventure?
0, dude. You know, I wrote in my
Speak
I wrote-
for yourself.
No, time out. I wrote.
I'm
in
going
my-
to Total Wine every week.
in my
okay?
in my 2025 review. I wrote down for my intellectual. This couple hours every week has accelerated my.
Oh, yeah.
It not even close.
Yeah, we're into this. I was talking to somebody. I was at Parks Place. It was the bank guys.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I caught up with them, and they were talking.
Elliot
about the
told me
show.
he listened to a couple episodes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice. So I started just talking about the podcast, and it had been a while since I had talked about like the history of it. And they're like, "Well, how far into?" And I was like, "We're actually a couple of years in. Like this might become a thing. We'll see."
It's episode 85.
When you add up the total, like somebody sent me their Spotify Wrapped,
Yeah.
and it had how many hours that they listened to the cover podcast last year.
1,300 or something like that.
I was like, you guys are the best.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Rem just was like, dude, finally a movie that's 90 minutes. We barely have an episode that's 90 minutes.
I know. It's going to take longer for us to talk about this than you to watch the movie.
We kind of skipped over what did you know going into it. I knew nothing. Marcus?
I knew it was a coming of age tale. I've definitely watched it before because I was remembering things like as they were happening, but I couldn't tell you what I knew before that. So I was excited to watch this because I do like Rob Reiner's work, and I couldn't really remember it.
I told these guys, talking to the audience here, we should just go on a Reiner run and do every Reiner because everything I've seen and everything I've
Could
heard
be
about
worse. We could
It's
do
really
a lot
interesting
worse.
you talk about how it resonates with Reiner himself, given the fact, I mean, we're recording this a month after his passing. His son is now publicly on trial.
Right.
It's interesting how much you say this resonates with Rob himself. I wonder if his son had any meaningful relationships ever in his life. Like think about what would
the
happen if
first
this
time-
kid had these kinds of relationships and just had love at the age of 11.
Yeah.
More so than I guess his parents, because you know they did. Like I would assume so. I've never seen, because they came out publicly about his mental illness a couple of years ago, and his alcoholism and his drug abuse, and they got up on like a Comic-Con style interview,
Yeah.
and so he's in the public eye, and he's
I think
not.
it'd be very difficult to grow up in Hollywood.
Oh, for sure. But Rob did.
He did.
I mean, you brought that up on his dad was a
Yeah.
big time director and actor.
Yeah.
And then
Well-
he got his hot break.
I'll tell you what, the drink that Marcus made goes down very easy.
Oh, you use it as
After-
a chaser with your moonshine?
After the moonshine.
Because I'll tell you what, by the 7th sip, it is not as good.
That's the opposite of it normally.
I thought it would be, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's there's still a layer.
You're learning. You're learning.
Just dump it in there.
I don't want to ruin because
we should do Hemingway. I know we argue that we are always going to do historical fiction.
I'm happy to do fiction.
Fiction will be interesting.
I'm along for the ride. I'm learning. Marcus,
Yeah.
what are we drinking tonight?
It's called Mishmash.
Mishmash.
I was taking a bath.
And give us a little
That's not what
idea
that is.
on why you chose it.
I just thought that this is a mishmash group of 12-year-olds.
Misfits.
Yeah.
Proven by where they ended up in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12-year-olds. And I think that's the beauty of kids in school and stuff like that. You're putting together all these different people and they can be such great friends. And I think a lot of the best friendships, you make each other better in different ways. And that's what this was.
Is there a clear-cut hero in this movie?
Great question.
Uh,
I am.
maybe Chris?
I was gonna say.
I was going to say Chris. It could be
but it
Gordy.
could be Gordy for sure. Yeah. Could be
River
Gordy.
Phoenix, by the way.
Yeah.
Jessica and I were talking about him.
Related to Joaquin.
His brother.
Oh, okay. Older,
Yeah.
younger.
Older. And
Older.
he died at age 23.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, by what?
Drug overdose.
Dude, child actors. You are
Um,
by allowing your children to get into that industry early, you are literally rolling some
Well,
dice.
not everybody.
So it's crazy because
but there's percentage is probably wild.
but he was like a better actor.
yeah,
than
the
Joaquin.
trajectory of his career was blossoming. I mean, he was like, you still remember that name. So what's interesting is I do this deep dive in the middle of the movie because, especially with movies like this that are older, that we go back, I'm like, okay, where are they now? Like, who's
Yeah.
the biggest now? And I was like, this River guy, like, I can't remember seeing him in anything. And sure enough, said he died at the age of 23. And then the end of the movie, Chris dies mysteriously.
Yep.
And I was like, wait, did I read that right?
No, Chris did not mysteriously. Chris got stabbed.
Oh,
Well,
not mysteriously. Well, still mysteriously. Like it
accidental.
was
It wasn't-
mysterious to
wasn't meant
me
to-
that
yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
so.
Oh, I didn't
profound.
put that together, but that's fascinating.
Yeah, dude, it was like the movie almost foreshadowed what happened with the actual
Whoa.
friends.
Yeah. You know what I thought about when Jessica and I were looking up the Phoenix family in general? They grew up in like a cult and they named all of their kids names like River and Rain and stuff like that. And I was like, this is exactly like the Wiggins, except
is-
they're not in a cult.
Is Joaquin his
Did
real
Joaquin
name?
change his
Is that
name?
his real-
So Joaquin was born, I think, in like Central America, and he was one of the younger ones. So I think
It's a
that they named
native
him
language that
Joaquin.
means willow. Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Great. Actually, he's turned out all right. That's great.
Joaquin has
He's
not turned out all right.
Wonder-
What are you talking about?
What? He's not a
Have
successful
you
actor?
seen his
This is
most recent
literally-
interviews?
I literally
No.
told Jessica this is how the conversation was gonna go. I was going to
turned out
bring it
all
up.
right.
I was gonna bring it up, and Brett would be like, "You know what? If my kids are all famous like this, in my
Yeah, exactly.
But Joaquin, he's not okay.
He's a little off
He's-
the
is he
reservation.
weird?
He wasn't always though, right?
Yes, he's been weird forever.
I'm not saying he's not
Did-
weird. People can be
honestly,
weird.
you tried to tell us what did you try to tell us about
there's-
Gladiator?
Yeah, exactly. If there's one actor who's kind of taken pieces from his character and been like, it's kind of cool, it's Joaquin Phoenix.
He's like, you know what I saw in
Joker?
the cult?
He's
do you
kinda
know,
like-
do you know what I saw when I was in the cult? People trying to get with their sister. I'm gonna do that in Gladiator.
and Gladiator. And then I'm gonna stay
Well,
kind of.
he acted very well because
Have you
I
seen?
believed him.
I don't
have
think
you
he's
seen
acting.
Joker?
No.
Oh my gosh!
I'm dead serious when
Oh
I say
yes,
this.
I've seen Joker.
his
I didn't
Joker
realize that
is-
the dude's a great actor. I didn't realize he's weird in real life.
So if you want to see
Oh, but I
something,
know that.
really
if you want to see
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
most people have seen this by now. Our listeners are like, "Wow, Brett." But if you are one of the people who have not seen the Letterman interview with Joaquin Phoenix, where essentially he was trying to,
Is this the one where he blows the guy's head off?
That's the Joker.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Okay, sorry.
There's a real
Got me
interview.
good. I was in it deep.
Real interview with Letterman.
Real interview with Letterman. He was trying to use the footage for a independent film he was doing, so he just acts weird and
Oh, dude,
and
that is
distant
a
the entire interview.
crazy-
It's very uncomfortable
It's
the entire time.
Very bad.
And he breaks at the very end because Letterman says, "Hey Joaquin, it would have been nice for you to be here tonight." And then they sign off. So it's 5 minutes of the most uncomfortable interview. And then as they're going to commercial, you can see Joaquin break character and say, "That was great," and smile and thank
Yeah.
Dave. And Dave was like completely thrown off guard.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where have you been?" And he felt really like taken advantage of that they did that for the interview because it was I mean they used it.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
it's a weird.
You know,
interview,
Eminem
for sure.
also did that to Dave Letterman.
But was it for a show?
No, it was because Eminem was just making a stance against him, and it was awesome. But
I
this
did
is
not know
this
that.
is the opposite. This is Joaquin using him.
Right, he was
for-
he was
yeah.
for a character. So Eminem was pissed at Dave.
I believe so, and he literally does the top 10 and just will not participate. Essentially, it's
So it'd be so easy, just not. It's late night shows are filmed
That's
during
a-
the day.
that's a
Just don't
dick
run it.
Move. I mean, come on.
well, no. I think let's do some research. If we had a producer,
Of course, Nate's looking up mom spaghetti.
Nate, by the way,
Mom
wins.
spaghetti.
Nate wins one. What's the name of? What do we call it? You just got
The
you,
Mother
grant.
Lover Award.
You just
Lily
wins
Grant.
wins one grant and thinks he's the food connoisseur. Got to look up the food.
Gotta look up mom spaghetti.
Hey, congrats, producer
Mother
Nate.
loving Nate.
Grant won the grant for state of Indiana. How many teachers get selected for this thing?
One, I think. Yeah, one.
Fantastic.
Marcus was like, one. Don't say anything.
Can we call him
one sounds better.
instead of producer Nate? I elect that we call him Mother Loving Nate. And that's what I'm now going to call
Hey,
him.
since we're 20,
Mother loving producer Nate.
since we're 21 minutes in, we're going to go to our 30-second synopsis. Marcus, you know what? This is so funny. This is what happened the last time I drank moonshine, and I got some great
and
feedback.
it's also the time that I forgot my 9 words because it took so long.
Okay, Marcus, hit us with your 9 words. Oh, he's
He's counting on his fingers.
ready.
All right. Boys lie to parents and go find the body.
Dude, you just described my childhood. That is it.
Did you ever find the body?
That is the subtitle on my autobiography. That's awesome. That's
I want to
so
read.
great.
I want to
Can
read
I
that.
write your
I want to
autobiography?
read that autobiography.
It's on the
You
list.
can't write somebody else's autobiography.
That's the joke, Mangus.
Slam poetry.
Oh, I mean, that's really funny, Rem.
Here we go. Want to see a dead body? I held Gordy's role in the friend group. Who hasn't lied to their parents about a 2-day excursion that included crossing country and state lines that involved guns and drugs in their adolescent years? Oh, just me? This.
Well, hold up. Pause. Did you say you were Gordy?
I think I played Gordy's role.
You were not Gordy.
We'll get there.
I
We'll
had
get there.
him written down as Gordy.
Who'd you have you written down as?
Chris.
Okay. This is a scam.
This
Who's that leave for me?
this feels.
I hadn't written a name down for you yet.
Because
It's not over. This feels like The Sandlot. Barfarama. We all need a friend like Chris. Leeches. It was down there. Kids my age with a worse than earned reputation always had a super bad older brother who ruined things for them. Created a debt for them with all the other parents to pay. We need more Reiner. Okay? Absolutely no school should ever start a second before Labor Day. Am I right?
is that what happened in this movie?
They are going back to school the day after Labor Day, and that's how it should be across the whole Midwest. Anywhere it's not warm all year, you need to start after Labor Day. Michigan's got it going on.
I don't have a problem with starting
Me
after
either.
Labor Day.
I don't have a problem going to school until
I don't know that we do start before Labor Day.
We start way before Labor Day.
Everybody does?
Every public school in Indiana does for sure.
I'm not sure if Classical Academy does,
Yeah.
but Heritage does.
Interesting. So you had yourself as
we
Gordy?
always start
Yeah,
like
because
mid.
I thought I'd have
Gordy-
you as like
No,
Chris.
Gordy's the glue guy.
Maybe even
Gordy's the glue guy.
Gordy's not the glue guy. Chris is the
Chris
glue
is the
guy.
glue guy.
You're talking about Chris, bro.
Gordy is the glue guy. Okay, listen. Chris is the enforcer. Chris is the leader. Chris is not the glue guy. You know why Chris isn't the glue guy? Because he's willing to beat the crap out of Glasses Boy. And he should be. He's the enforcer. He's the guy who does things right. Gordy's the one who diffuses the situation and also yells at people when they're being idiots. And says, guys, stop. That's Gordy. Gordy's the glue guy. Gordy's friends with everybody. He's not going to press the envelope. And also, he probably was super nervous to go on this journey but never showed it. Whereas, who's Fat Boy?
Vern.
Sorry, Vern.
Or
So-
I thought you were talking about
Beefarama.
So I
Buffarama.
figured when I was writing this down, I had Vern as Remington.
Vern, here's
I
the
knew
deal.
that was coming.
Vern is closer to Gordy than Gordy would tell you, but Gordy doesn't show it. Vern shows all the emotions that Gordy has.
So I wrote down who are
Okay.
each of us.
Yep.
Because I think we can get pretty close.
I know why you chose Vern for me.
I didn't choose Vern for you. I actually
Well,
chose
he's the one that
I
leads
chose,
with his stomach.
I chose Vern.
Although I can't be
actually-
Vern.
I actually
can't be
chose
Vern.
Vern.
yeah, Rem's
There's-
loaded.
I can't.
Rem's
No,
rich.
Rem's-
Vern has
Rem's-
7 cents.
No, Rem's,
Hold on.
Rem's a rule breaker. He's not a rule follower. Like,
That's true. Although when I was a kid, I was a real follower.
okay,
So here's why I cannot be Vern.
I was a sneaky not rule
Vern
follower.
forgot the food, and that would never happen. That'd be the first thing I packed. I don't know how all 4 of them forgot food. That
So I think that
You've never been 11 before? I can tell
I
you
never forgot food. Ever. I had a box of cheeses and a Mountain Dew in my backpack at
Do you
all
know
times.
what that reminds me of? Is when we were in we were in Detroit one time, and it's super cold outside, and I have these big gloves because they're warm.
Sounds like Dumb and Dumber already.
And Chris Juice Jones looks at me with my big gloves, and he's like, "Dude, you're like that guy when you go camping. You have everything."
Which is true.
Because I had warm gloves, and I'm like, yeah, you're right.
There definitely is an age where like it's not cool to wear gloves. It's
Yeah.
not cool to wear hats. I mean, high schoolers, for years, I don't know if it's still a thing, don't wear pants.
You
like
wanna
they
wear
wear
shorts as long as you can.
As long as they
So
can. Is that still a thing?
Reed, it's so fun to watch him as he's like kind of blossoming here, and it's hilarious. He's out there in the snow in 25-degree weather with our other kids this weekend, and he's got snow pants on and a t-shirt, and he's like pulling them around. Oh, I think he had a hat on as well, right?
Yeah, cover those
but
ears.
he's like pulling them around, and I'm watching him, and I'm like, this is the most teenager thing to do. Like, I'm not gonna wear a coat. I don't need a coat on. I'm happy to be cold. Like it
makes sense to me.
I did
Doing
that
a lot
kind
of
of
upper
stuff.
body work.
I did that kind of stuff too. Anyway, I've got Vern actually as Nate because I see Nate like this is when I decided that Nate was Vern, was when we were they were going on the train tracks, and they said, "Hey, we can cut through the grass here."
Yeah.
And Nate and Vern's like, "But it's a lot safer this way, guys." And that felt like the teacher.
Yeah.
That felt like the librarian.
That's a good
I
moment.
can
That's
buy.
a good moment.
I can buy. Vern
And
Nate.
then Rem, you were Teddy by default, because Teddy and Chris, there's some similarities there. They play some different roles, but there's similarities there, and I just felt like Brett was Gordy.
If we had to take roles, I'll gladly take Teddy. Teddy is an interesting character because I don't know that any of us really resonate with him, but we all know someone who does.
Yes.
Like he's definitely that kid that is by circumstance going to turn out a certain way, and there's no way around it. He's a really interesting and sad character.
Seeing Teddy now as an adult makes you rethink how you handled certain situations as a kid. At least me, with the kid who clearly had it rough at home.
Yeah,
but nobody would befriend him or.
Yeah, it's been so long. I don't even know that I've
plenty of examples for me. Yeah,
kept up.
Plenty.
So out of the plenty, how did the majority of them like turn out?
I don't know.
Much
like this movie, it is funny how close you get to people when you're that age, and then just.
So a couple of the ones that I can remember now that I'm thinking about it, I went to a Christian school. The kids that didn't have a Christian family and they were there because their grandparents were raising them and they threw like that kind of story.
Yeah.
Weren't Christian while they were there. A couple of them are like on fire Christian adults, and it happened within like the last 5 years. It's like God just pulling at them for their entire life.
You know, a phrase that I just heard from Trent Booth. He was coaching somebody that I asked him to, who was searching, and they brought up on some retreat something to do with school or church when they were younger, essentially accepting Jesus but then never following through. Mm-hmm. And he's asking Trent essentially like, man, it's just on my heart so hard. He's like, dude, God's cashing in on your promise. And I was like, of course. He
said that to you?
No, he said it to my buddy that I sent to him. But maybe it's one of those situations where we overlook it or we don't think anything of it when somebody is younger and they make that commitment and they don't follow through and we're like so disappointed. But it's like, hey, it's still there, right?
I can tell you that, my experience was I was in a public school, but I was the Christian kid at the public school, and I definitely thought I was better than everybody else. And I didn't get convicted of that pride until really just after 8th grade. And I hurt a lot of people that had it really rough. And I still feel bad about that.
We talked a little bit about that on the Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
We did, yeah.
Just arrogant Christians.
Yeah, that was definitely me. Like at this specific age, I just didn't it didn't even occur to me that other kids would have it like worse off.
Different life.
Yeah, I have 2 parents at home. They're loving parents. Like they hold me accountable to different things.
Well, what's interesting is out of the four of them, you would think that Gordy, because of without knowing anything, Gordy's personality and who he is, would have the parents that have it all together. Not one of these. I guess we never meet Vern's parents.
That's
true. We don't know much about them.
I'm guessing because Vern is the goody two shoes.
He kind of
he
is.
So
probably
he might
does
be-
have the parents who are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would
normal.
think that Gordy does because of how he carries himself and everything like that. And he's a very dynamic character because of what's going on internally with his parents and the loss of his brother.
Yep.
And
Like,
those
that's
scenes
tough.
with John Cusack.
Wow. I mean, he's in 1% of this movie and he just crushes it.
Yeah.
It makes such an impact.
Yes.
Like they pick those scenes perfectly.
Yes.
I thought Rob could have casted the dad a little better.
Who was it
I
that
was
said there's no small parts, only small actors?
Every director.
No, it was
This
it
is
Tom
in a
Cruise?
speech.
It was Tom
This
Cruise.
is in a speech that Tina Fey gave, and it was
Oh,
Steve
you're right.
Martin came up to her and said, "Hey, remember, there's no small parts, only small actors." And then he started naming tiny actors.
Well, no, but I also think this is how Tom
But it
Cruise.
is a quote.
It's how Tom Cruise closed. What's his name to do Maverick?
But every
Isn't it?
every director
maybe.
ever
So,
has said
yeah.
this. Every
Yeah.
director ever has said
But
this.
but you're exactly right though. John Cusack proves it in a role like that.
Yeah.
And like some of these movies that we've watched where we have like almost cameo type actors in them, it's pretty impressive how much of an impact they make.
Producer Nate, real quick here. Konstantin Stanislavski. There are no small parts, only small actors.
That's the origin. Ad Fontes.
Is that back in the stage acting days?
Look at you, classical.
Thank you.
You've
Thank
been reading something?
Back to the sources. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Gotta go back to the sources.
Ad
A thought for
Fontes.
Marcus. So we've all seen Billy Madison.
Yes.
We all remember the time where Billy Madison calls back people he made fun of in high school, and one of those individuals is has him on a hit list.
Yeah.
Crosses him off, puts some
I
lipstick
should make
on.
some
Mr.
calls.
Pink.
I'm just saying, I've done this on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I may be alive today because of it.
I think
I'm just letting you know.
You say you're sorry on Facebook?
I have messaged people I haven't talked to in years and said, dude, remember when X, Y, and Z happened? I'm sorry.
I did a lot of that when I was in college.
Okay.
When I was coming back to home.
Got it.
And
Before I visited home again.
You guys were really bad kids.
I wasn't. I mean, I don't think I wasn't a bad kid in that like I did a lot of bad things.
I just didn't take other people into account.
But yeah.
I just didn't. I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah. It was like whatever is easy and convenient, and mostly had to do with girls. And
College actually really
Easy and convenient.
college actually really helped me with this. Was like going and seeing all of these crazy things that these people are doing, but also the conversations that I was having, and I was like, oh, I'm not better than these people. You know, like it was really helpful for me. So do we want to talk about the movie at all?
So
Okay,
all four characters spent a ton of time with each other and were like basically roomed together and stuff. And there was a couple of really fun facts that I'm going to drop occasionally. One of which
Occasionally or right now?
they got in trouble for like just creating havoc on the set. On one particular day, I got to find this note. Essentially, they found food from another casting, and it had weed in it.
I heard this story.
And so the whole cast got high.
Yeah.
And they found Jerry O'Connell crying in the woods.
Yeah.
Paranoid. Which,
So-
like, a lot of these guys, like, because they're so young, they pour a lot of themselves into the character. Like, even Corey Feldman, who was in Lost Boys and...
Corey Feldman is one of the Michael Jackson accuser situations. Which one is Corey?
Well, I didn't know that, but that's interesting you say that. So, like,
Yeah.
Corey in the last 12 months, 18 months, has gone on tour trolling people, basically. Like, he'll get on tour and he'll play a whole show, and it'll be, like, not great. It'll be actually pretty bad, but he keeps on going, and everyone knows he's a celebrity. And no one knew. Everyone just thought he was off his rocker. And then he got on a couple podcasts and basically admitted that he was just trolling everybody.
That's so
It's
funny.
wild. And then he got
Like he
on
was
Dancing
like,
with
people
the
are
Stars.
still going to show up
Yeah.
even though I suck.
Yeah, and then he got on Dancing with the Stars, and like his whole career is like revitalized.
That's
now.
funny.
So who does he play in this movie?
does Michael Jackson moves, so that's weird that you said that. I didn't know that part.
He's the glasses. So yeah, he is a he's essentially one of the
Teddy.
Is he a
Teddy.
plaintiff in
the Michael Jackson thing.
He's Teddy.
That's interesting.
He's one of the am I crazy? He's one of the plaintiffs in a Michael Jackson lawsuit.
I don't know that answer. What I found interesting about Rob Reiner is that he said when you're working with child actors, you have to find kids that are like the parts that they're playing.
Well, and that's what he did, because that's what Corey Feldman said. He's like, of all the roles that I did, I resonated with this character the most in all time.
Yeah. So I watched a behind the scenes today while I was waiting in the car for Jessica for date night, and that's what Rob Reiner said, was that you've got to find kids who are quite like those characters because they're not trained yet. They don't know how to get into a different character. They're not going to be able to do that. So you've got to find kids that have something close to that, and then they can just essentially
Just be yourself.
go be themselves.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons that I think this is brilliant is because you believe these characters.
Oh yeah.
you watch it and you just believe it.
I want to put some respect on Michael Jackson's name. He accused someone else of messing with him, not MJ.
Not
as far
MJ.
as producer
Feldman.
Jessica showed me.
Producer Jessica.
Hey, really important question about the movie. How old were you when you had your first cigarette? For me, 12.
When I had a first cigarette,
So for Marcus, it is, when is the first time you had secondhand smoke?
No, you.
Well,
I know where it
secondhand
was. I know where it was.
You did a horseshoe.
Nippers on the north side of Indy, south side of Carmel.
it would have been in college at some point.
Okay.
Well,
You never
I
had to
don't-
smoke a cigarette for pledgeship?
No, I don't think so.
Tobacco, though, for sure.
Well, I definitely put the dip in for
Yeah.
dip night. I don't think I ever smoked a cigarette in college. I have before just to see.
Just
but
as like,
I,
hey, let me have a puff of that.
I think I might have been like 25.
Yeah.
16 or 17. So when I was at a missions trip in Costa Rica, I got this really
Nate
cool
says
box.
he's never had a cigarette.
Good for you.
We can fix that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you have cigarettes?
36, yeah, all the time, every room. So when I
This
was,
pie eating situation is
it's
so
unreal.
funny.
It's unreal. It's unbelievable. Like, it's hard to watch. Even before they start puking, it's hard to watch.
Dude, no. The puking is just fake enough that I
I'm-
can watch it and laugh the
Yeah.
whole
I'm
time.
just envisioning
Yeah.
right now the four of us having a pie eating contest and how that would go.
I would immediately throw it and just
we've done
enjoy
that.
the pie.
We've done that. We've done.
well,
Dude. At the draft, hot
yeah,
dogs.
hot dogs. We did crackers and
Dude,
donuts.
I would do the crackers
was-
and donuts again.
that was a big mistake on my part, not doing the donuts.
I fasted an entire day and had been like dieting like the whole summer. That was awesome.
I pulled
Awesome
a
camp.
hamstring. I pulled a hamstring in the second event,
Dude.
and still came in third because I hit
Explain
a
the event.
cornhole
Yes,
pile.
Brett, explain the event just so people aren't.
So Rem, first of all, the most in shape, maybe outside of Drew of the entire group, is Rem. He literally pulls probably a minor tear of his
Yeah.
hamstring. Second play, first play,
Yeah,
second
first
play football.
First play from scrimmage.
So Rem, so I remember
Which was a brilliant pass by Marcus.
okay,
we get back. Oh, he got burned, bro.
He got.
I wasn't even my guy. It was Drew's guy.
So we get back to the lake. I go in and I'm already telling myself, all right, I need to go in and just make sure I get Rem back into reality of like. So I go up and he's Googling. He's already Googling. He's chat GPTing. I know he's chat GPTing. How do you recover quickly from a hamstring? I know. And I go, hey man, have you accepted it? He goes, yeah, I did that a long time ago. I'm like, all right, so you're good? And he didn't reply.
Oh, dude, I'm like on the track with Remington. He's talking to me about it. I'm asking him, like, what happened? How did it feel? And I'm like, yeah, dude, you pulled that sucker. I was like,
Honestly,
I
that-
did that running to first one time.
This is crazy. What it does, having one other person that's done the exact same thing to you, what it does for your mental ability to heal. You came over and you said, I did the exact same thing. It took me 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before I could like really feel like I was. I can't remember. You gave
Yeah.
me a trajectory of
Yeah.
how quickly you healed.
Yeah.
And I swear, like, it gave me like confidence every single day to know that like I'm not gonna be.
You
like,
did heal quickly. You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't hurt it. So then we get back to the house. That one of the competitions is an eating competition. So you had to eat 3 of one thing, 2 of another, 1 of another.
This was before.
You had.
Oh, I would have done 3 beers.
This was before because that's why I was so pissed.
Now I'm remembering. I would have done 3 beers.
It was before. We
Oh,
ate
okay, sorry.
before, and I
Okay, my
didn't
bad.
do it.
My bad.
Because because I didn't want to pull a hamstring.
So you had to choose between peanut butter, crackers, and whatever just popped in your head. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. The orange ones.
Powdered donuts, and then
And beer.
And beer.
Or if you weren't drinking, you could do Fresca, something that was. So
Carbonated.
you had to do 3 of one thing, 2 of another, 1 of another. Rem just bows. I think somebody was the first to bow out, and then Kyle. I think Kyle bowed out, and then found out that like he was going to score the same anyway. So then he's just enjoying a donut.
No.
I think he
No.
ate like 3 donuts.
No.
almost
Yes,
finished.
this is what happened. He started eating it, and he's like, "Oh, this is pretty good." Started eating another one, and basically regretted not just doing it because he finished about what he would have anyway.
It was great.
Do you guys know why this movie is bringing out all of this in us? Is because it's about like
It's what
friendship.
I will tell you. We have what they've
Yes.
got at 36,
Exactly.
37,
that
38.
last line killed me.
It did me too, because it did. I did not resonate with it.
I didn't resonate with it either.
Yeah.
But I bet 99.9% of men do.
That's
by the
so
time
sad.
they're
Which
our
is
age.
why it killed me.
Yeah.
Because
What's the line? Do you guys have it?
He says.
I can picture the a word processor is what he's got in a
He
computer.
says, "I never."
Oh, Nate's got it.
You're talking about.
I never had any friends later. I never had any friends later on like the ones I had when I was 12. Jesus, does anyone?
Yeah.
And, I think it makes for a really interesting film.
Yep.
I think it's a really interesting question, but I walked away super thankful for exactly what we have because, like, no matter how many listeners this podcast has, one of the reasons that we decided to do it, probably the biggest reason, was so that we could hang out with our friends more often.
Yep.
And that's why, like, watching this movie is bringing up all of these different stories of all the times that we've had together. Because we aren't in that position, you know, because I mean, he probably was our age or younger when he's writing this. Like, he's got kids that are our kids' ages, you know, like.
Did you guys know it was Richard Dreyfuss, by the way, narrating?
Yeah.
Do you know who Richard Dreyfuss is?
I know the name.
Dude,
What about Bob, Mr. Holland's Opus?
I would love to do Mr. Holland's Opus sometime.
It's a good one.
I like that
Dick
movie.
Dreyfuss, just a killer guy.
I actually like that movie, I think, more than I like.
We've got a visitor. Kelsey Ramsey's in the house. She brought popcorn.
Hey.
Wait, you brought popcorn or caramel corn?
Kelsey. Looks like ramen and popcorn.
What is that? Boom.
You guys ever had ramen and popcorn?
Like I got you.
Like
ramen and
chicka chicka
popcorn?
boom boom.
Like you put popcorn
Will there
in
be
your ramen?
enough room?
You guys put everything in your popcorn.
Is that
I just
in the
figured put some
library?
ramen in it.
Nate, chicka,
Dude,
chicka, boom,
I
boom?
fasted candy and social media on my phone for the first 21 days ish. Started January 4th. So I've
you
had
had normal
I've had
popcorn?
I've had just popcorn at movie night for 3 weeks in a row.
And what'd you think?
It's great if you didn't know Raisinets existed. But because you know they exist.
I still haven't done Raisinets. I just go for the Bunch of Crunch.
Oh, so
How do
good.
you beat Bunch of Crunch?
So good.
Oh, that's good, Kelsey.
Remember
what is
when
it?
we were
Boom
in the-
chicka pop?
we
I was
remember
just
when
gonna
we were
say
in the
when we
expensive
screamed
theater
it,
and we
Top Gun.
and Jessica dumped all of the
Spilled all the Bunch of
everywhere.
Crunch.
It's healthy.
$300,000 theater.
What's
Take
my
that.
ratio here? What's calories situation? Oh, no. You're
I have
good. You're
so
good.
many notes that we haven't even
All right,
gotten
we're
to.
good. Hey,
What's made you
first
stop
time
and think?
shooting a handgun. I know for me, I was shooting it back in a field behind my uncle's house, and the kickback almost blew my forehead off, just like you see in this video. Have you guys shot handguns? And if so, what was your first? Were you prepared for the amount of forward lunge you
luckily,
needed?
it was with a parent.
I
or
don't remember.
a grandparent, so they told me that was going to happen.
Dude.
But we used to hunt. We used to hunt squirrel and rabbit and
I was
stuff
not.
like that.
I was not prepared.
What was it? You and a bunch of friends?
No, it was me and my uncle Bruce.
Okay, so he didn't tell you that it was a kickback.
I mean, you would think this dude's shotguns his whole entire life.
Maybe he did, and you don't remember, and you
Richard
didn't realize.
Dreyfuss was
Dude,
in.
yeah,
I find it hard to believe he
definitely
didn't say,
said
"Hey, there's going to be a
but
kickback."
I'm like 13.
What'd you shoot?
I don't know. I don't even want to say because I'm going to say it wrong. But it wasn't anything huge.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Desert Eagle or anything like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, I remember saying, make sure you lean forward. And I remember shooting it, and he just dies laughing. He just dies laughing. But the kickbacks. for
Well,
real.
Brett's pretty small now. Think about how small he was then.
I
Yeah.
bet 13. I was probably 4'11". I was probably 100 and barely 100 pounds. I
Yeah.
guess.
Marcus, as outdoorsman-y as you are, being the avid camper, I haven't really heard much fishing and hunting stories. Are you not big into hunting?
I've never hunted.
Even Mr. Camper.
I have shotguns. I fish a lot,
Hmm.
but I've never hunted.
I mean, one time you hunted the townies of Crawfordsville.
Sniper, sharpshooter.
Only took once. Only took once.
Townies.
You can't hunt the willing.
She says she was a local, not a townie.
Sorry.
Marcus
sorry.
is like, there's no good-looking Christian girls. I'm just gonna find one and make her Christian. You're coming home with me.
I mean,
Here's a Bible. Read it on the way.
hey, you go to an all-male school, you got to figure it out, okay? You got to figure it out.
Oh my.
Pizza Hut. It was
That's
love
good.
at first slice.
Love it first slice.
Okay. The quarter game reminded me of Flip Card. Did that remind you guys of Flip Card?
Oh, yeah, the quarter, the nickel. There was a nickel game. It was a nickel
nickels.
game. Yeah.
Sorry, they were doing the nickels.
Odd man out. Odd man out.
By the way,
$2.50 for hamburger
$2.50.
meat.
He's
for
like,
4
this will go.
Cokes.
He's like, this will actually go a long way. I looked it up. Like, I mean, money, inflation's crazy. First of all,
Insane.
he said $2,000. If either one of you had $2,000, I'd
kill
shoot
you
you
for
or kill
it?
you for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's only $5,000. Like, if you look at like what it's worth today is $5,000. So
Dude,
like,
$5,000 when you're 18 though.
I realize that, but like $2 for all of
If
that
you'd like
stuff-
to make $5,000
Remington
when you're,
is
if
no
you'd like to
longer
make
one of the people.
$5,000 when you're 18, give Brett a call.
Yeah,
Give
for
Brett a
sure.
call.
I am one of the people. I buy my own milk and eggs. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
I
Also,
don't-
I shop at Fresh Market so that you get
I
nice
don't-
apples and
when-
peanut butter.
when-
I don't buy my own stuff. I just look at the grocery bill and I'm like, oh my gosh.
When's the last time you went to the airport?
Airport? A month ago.
What'd you eat?
I get it. I see what you're saying. They didn't have anything else.
No. The excuse that I was using, they didn't have anything else healthy.
Yeah.
I could have eaten plenty of
Yeah.
unhealthy things.
That being said, I didn't eat healthy at 1933.
dude,
I had
so
sliders and a bourbon.
I just drove back that 1933 in downtown Carmel.
Yeah. So did you go in?
It's so nice.
No, I was driving
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was on my
It's a
way
vibe.
from somewhere to my new office. It's massive.
It's
It's big. We almost went there tonight because she hasn't been there yet.
Oh, dude, it looks
Where did you
awesome.
guys go?
Went to Kona Grill.
Yeah,
Kona
I like
Grill is
Kona.
good.
Kona is good.
Yeah.
They've got a very good menu. That used to be our jam. We used to.
And they had like a Devour thing going on.
Oh.
And I was, which we didn't realize. But
96 in
pretty
Meridian?
good.
Or which?
We went to the one in Clay Terrace.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Kona Grill.
That's right.
Hey, Goodwill Hunting type scene. Which one am I talking about?
Gordy and Chris.
Gordy and Chris.
Mm-hmm.
He's not an asshole. He doesn't know you, or he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't. What does he
Dude.
say? He said
He doesn't know you. It's not that he doesn't love
Yes,
you. He
yes, yes.
doesn't know
Yes,
you.
yes.
What a great. Okay, so my question is,
Is this
one,
the Gordy and Chris at the camp? Like,
Well, you
when,
could-
at night.
you could also say Gordy gives it back to Chris when Chris is having his moment about stealing the milk money
at the fire.
at the fire.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think-
but the first one you're right about.
I think them two at the fire is the best scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
Because
great
Chris
scene,
is
too.
vulnerable for the first time.
I do. Yeah. You
don't know, dude.
You
That-
see these kids leaning on each other.
Yes.
In like they mess with each other. They say terrible things about each other's mothers. They cuss at each other, and then when somebody needs something, they are right there,
Yeah.
and
Right.
they are serious, and they are locked in.
The only reason
It's
I
like the
see-
best part of male friendship. It's
is.
like the best thing.
The only reason I see the other one as bigger is Chris isn't sharing anything with Gordy that Gordy doesn't already know. Gordy's like the first time ever he's really I'm assuming he's really sharing this. And like they're building it up the entire time with his brother being the star and all that.
I see that. I
agree with you.
Really
I
loved the whole fire scene, that whole night.
But it's so hard to beat. So here's my question: do you think that how old are these kids?
I think they're like 12, between 11 and 13.
Do you
right?
think anyone has that intellect to have that conversation to say that deep of a thing to Gordy?
Yes.
Because
At the age of
because-
11,
because
says he
he's
doesn't know
experienced-
you.
like,
Speaking as
Chris-
somebody with 11 and 12 and 13-year-olds, absolutely.
They'll say,
Yeah.
they'll have the heart and the mind to think, your dad, it's not that he doesn't love you,
Also,
he
though,
doesn't know
because-
you.
Yes.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like when
Wow.
Riley will say some of the kids.
He made it up himself. He's in the 4th grade.
Oh,
Ri-
Dan in real life.
Riley will bring up some of the college kids I work with, and she'll go, "Oh, they're a vector 21, or they're
Yeah.
a vector 20." This kid has been through so much.
Yeah.
He's like a traumatized 11, which is like probably like 15, 16, 17. So he's seen and understood it probably a lot more.
I just think
is my
that was
guess.
the deepest scene. I don't know how you beat that scene.
Yeah, great scene.
That was incredible.
And the acting.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like acting for a second.
Right.
I know the train scene you could see coming, but it was still so good.
It was.
Of
Like,
them barely getting off.
Barely getting off.
I mean, I was pretty anxious.
I mean,
Look at Vern's face.
so
right
we
now.
did watch this. We watched this movie with Reed, and I found myself as I'm watching this movie thinking, man, I think I said it out loud to Reed. I was like, it's like the problem with living in the suburbs is that you guys don't even have the opportunity to get in trouble like this.
You guys tried.
Like,
You tried to give them that opportunity to walk and get the milk.
yeah, well, that was our daughters, yeah. But even then, it's like you don't like. How can we create opportunities for our kids to experience like freedom, screw up, do this, do that? Like, we've got to work on that because it is just impossible.
There's so much.
What is this?
This is the kids' version of Anxious Generation, isn't it? Dude,
Oh.
Riley just brought this up to me.
But it's called The Amazing Generation.
Love it.
So okay, let me go on another aside
Please.
here. Now that we're talking about the Anxious Generation and Amazing Generation, and the reason that this is important,
If
is
you're a
because-
parent, by the way, Anxious Generation, move it to the very top of your to-do list. Spotify,
absolutely.
audiobook, 2x. Do
the
it.
idea behind anxiety is that the reason that you have anxiety is because you're not sure that you can do things on your own, right? So what we have to do as parents is give kids the opportunities to do things on their own. Apparently, there is a book called The Amazing Generation that Jonathan Haidt wrote for kids.
Yep.
And there's a documentary or movie or something that goes along with it. Get this, in Bremen, my hometown, there is a new superintendent this year, and she is my brother's age, so 5 years younger than me. Like, I literally remember partly mentoring her. And
I remember she was one of the kids I made fun of hardcore when I was
she's
12 and 13.
You probably did, but she's the superintendent of the school, and they did
Now she's gonna bully your kids.
They did a completely technology-free day. They're doing these completely technology-free days where, like, teachers, everybody, like, nobody can have their phones or anything out.
It's great.
They're doing those, and they have a Bremen movie theater that's showing over multiple days this Anxious Generation, and if you go, they're giving away copies of the book
that's
and
cool.
stuff like that. Like, the whole community is in on this thing.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That's necessary to pull it off.
It is.
Because it's really like I feel so
Especially if you're
bad.
gonna like wait by 8th or whatever, because like every kid in your neighborhood has
my
cell
friends'
phones
parents
and
that
stuff.
have kids at a public school where it's going to be really hard to get everybody around this idea. I feel so bad for it because a lot of the advice I have, it's easy. I don't realize how easy it is for us.
It is totally easy.
It's so easy for us compared to
When none of your kids' best friends have cell phones and things, like, it's not very hard to say.
Willow literally was like, there's a girl that's in our neighborhood that's the same age. She's 9. She has a cell phone now.
Yeah.
She came over once with it and was on it the entire time. Willow was like, I don't want to hang out with her anymore. She was on her phone the whole time.
Yep.
Like, that just doesn't happen. If she was in public school, she'd be begging for the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the three of us are different because we've read this book and we all agree with this, and we're raising our kids similarly. But even I, knowing all this, kind of get stuck into the not letting my kid grow. I don't even realize I'm doing it. So the other day, we're at this big megaplex with, picture like 6 basketball courts, 6 softball courts, like in this massive building.
Yeah.
And that's where Piper has a game, and Charlie's sitting on the sideline, and she has her own money, and she's constantly wanting to spend it. And I want her to be better with money, and I'm not realizing that it's not being good with money is the thing that I need to teach her right now. She wants to go and spend her own money, walk to the concession stand.
She wants to just do it
figure
herself.
it out, do it herself. And I said, okay. It was $4 popcorn.
Yep.
Which broke every heart, anyway. So she walks over, and I literally film it. I film her walking over by herself, 8 years old, goes in, and she comes back, and she's so proud of the $4 that she spent on that popcorn. It was the first time that I've ever let her go off and give money to somebody without telling her how to do it.
Yeah.
And and I literally talked to her about it, and like, that was the moment. Like, that was a big moment for her. So like,
It's funny.
I-
You think about your lesson that you like the
yeah,
the
I'm
step
I'm
Z,
trying to teach her something
but-
that doesn't even matter right
yeah,
now.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
I was running this week in my hometown because I was there, and that's when I was hearing all this stuff. And
His new name's Marcus Mini Marathon Mangus.
what I realized,
Have we told the followers, the listeners?
I don't think so.
That you're embarking on this journey.
No.
Tell them.
I've just always wanted to run the mini marathon
Look at him.
in
He's blushing.
Indianapolis.
I think he's blushing. I've never
First
seen
time I've ever
Marcus
seen
blush.
Marcus embarrassed.
Yes, I'm so embarrassed.
It's the moonshine.
I've just always wanted to run the mini marathon in Indy, and I've never done it. And we were all myself, the kids, we were all getting together on January 1st, and I was having them write goals. And one of the goals that I put down, I was like, you know what, I'm going to run the mini marathon. And
That's pretty cool.
That day, I did I put together a training plan with ChatGPT. So that's what I'm doing.
Was it because, and if the answer is no, it's fine, but it's interesting that you were having your kids write down your goals and then you wrote down many?
I certainly would not have done this if I wouldn't have.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
So isn't that interesting? And then I've always said, like, coaching, like in business, like if you're coaching
makes
someone,
you
it
better.
makes you better.
For sure.
Like our business is thriving when I'm coaching.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what most coaches that charge. will
Anyway,
say.
I was doing
Yep.
my 6 miles in the small town of Bremen that you can, by the way, run across the entire town in 2 miles. And while I'm running the 2 miles and realizing that I can cross the entire town in 2 miles, I'm thinking to myself, wow, no wonder I was able to do all these things as a middle schooler. Like, we would go to the restaurants that were in town and
2 miles.
and
How
pay
many
for things.
How many
and-
people live in Bremen?
Let me guess. 3,700.
It's like 4,800.
Oh, dude. Under $1,000 though.
That seems 2 miles. So North Webster holds 998 people, and
Yeah.
it's not.
But
Yeah, but there's a massive
I'm
lake
not
in
so,
the
so
middle
there
of
is
it.
there is a
Oh,
lake.
so you just run straight.
So I'm just saying, like, the main town
gotcha.
Main
area.
strip, 2 hours.
Yeah, like just running straight. It's not a 2 square miles.
Yeah.
So it's so funny. I'm such a big proponent of this book and everything. And by the way, that doesn't mean if you read this book, you and your spouse will be on the same page right away too. Like, you still got to work through that. But
Is that your own experience?
I say all that, and then like we're at Costco, and Rose is like, I go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, you guys can go. And I'm at the checkout,
And the whole time?
dude, it's literally 75 feet away.
Yeah.
Whole time I'm like, scan, look over, scan, look over, and I'm just waiting for some dude to walk in there, and then I'm like, all right, just wait, dude, just wait. They're gonna walk over here. All right, just get a little closer. And then I couldn't help it. It's like 6 minutes, and I go, Rose, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, good. Why did I have to ask her?
Yep.
You know?
you do get. I will say that the more you do it, the more you get used to it.
Yeah.
And then there's the one time that it just takes way longer than it should, and you're just like, should I be concerned?
You know what's gonna happen to me? Willow, you good? I'm pooping.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, good.
Yep.
Awesome. Hey, genuinely, I want you guys to know this. This is how me and all my friends talk to each other at 11 years old. Like 100%.
I believe you.
F-bombs,
Yeah.
all
Yep.
of it. This is literally how we talk.
I believe you, which is why I didn't have any problem watching this with my 13, almost 14-year-old. You know, like, it's rated R, but
so you know that there's people around him talking like this.
like, no, there aren't people around him talking like this, but I want him to know that it's actually normal that people do talk like this. Because I didn't know that.
So there's a part I want to know if Reed laughed right away.
The leech.
Why don't you cook your penis?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? It'd be a small meal.
Yeah. He laughed
Get
at
it
all
right
the
away?
penis jokes.
Oh, dude.
He laughed at all the penis
But
jokes.
what percentage
Marcus has
of,
been giving that to him for at least 3 years.
what percentage of my
Son,
talk as
you're
an
my
11-year-old?
son. You're just going to get lots of small penis jokes. I'm sorry.
It's a big percent of your time spent on penis jokes at that age. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He thought the penis jokes were funny.
There was a
'Cause
point
they
in this
were
podcast where I didn't know if
objectively
we'd
funny.
ever have a show that didn't have the word penis in it.
That's my bad.
We had a
So
run
now
of,
you
like-
know there's not a show.
There's not. That is why we are PG-13. PG-13.
Maybe one of my last real important takes. Bad kids always had a super bad older brother. Like bad kids that like weren't actually that bad when you got to know them. Their older brother like went to jail or was in trouble all the time or whatever, and it just like.
Well, this is how I knew it was a really bad family, because you pick on your brother. You don't let your friends pick on your brother.
Right.
You kick them and do all the things.
So when the
if your
cigarettes-
best friend
yes.
is got you're on top of that guy.
Yeah.
That's when it's
Agreed.
a really bad family. Is when
Yeah.
you don't even stick up for your brother.
Yep.
And his brother just gets up and stares at his brother. He's like, why did you let this happen?
Awful. That was terrible.
So this is you're talking about where he steals
Chris's,
the hat.
Yeah,
Chris is
Chris's
sticking up
brother
for him.
is just standing there watching Keifer Sutherland bury this kid instead of sticking up for his brother because it's
By the way,
cooler.
who would have ever thought that Keifer Sutherland would be like one of the best presidents we've ever had?
Keifer
You know,
Sutherland
right?
is ace.
I mean, I didn't vote for him, but
Keifer Sutherland is ace.
Nobody voted for him. That's why he was one of the best.
Bartlett
Designated
is-
Survivor?
Bartlett 2026.
By the way, great first season. Super
Great. No.
gay
No,
second season.
no, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Wait, are you talking about 24?
No. Designated Survivor.
Oh.
Designated Survivor. The first 2 seasons were great.
Oh, sorry.
And then
Oh, sweet.
Netflix took over, and
Dude,
it got real gay
Isn't it-
real fast.
It's just like that, but for no reason.
Yeah.
There was a season of that with every
it was
single.
when Netflix took over,
Oh,
and when
my
all the woke stuff is
goodness.
happening.
It was
so.
if it was a series, it was a season, and then it was moments within the season. If it was a movie, it was the last 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There would be a moment where it's like, oh, did we check that box? Ah, no, we got to check that box.
Netflix, dude. There's a meme going around that says Netflix. It's like gay streaming blockbuster.
Oh,
That's what they said.
jeez.
They make it. They just turn everything. Even like some of the older stuff that they brought back, they just threw that in there.
And by the way, if it's well done and it's
Fine.
part of the story,
Fine.
I'm totally good with like it's part of society. If you just throw it in there and it makes
In
no
season
sense,
3,
It's like the interracial couple, black and white couple with an Asian kid on every commercial.
Yes.
It's like we're trying a little hard.
Yes. Can we? Who has the exact amount of pigment from every single person that could be watching this?
speaking of penises, I thought the leech on the penis was hilarious.
So I
I did not, because I have hypochondria.
And like all the blood coming, I thought that was so funny.
it
It's
was
like,
so much blood.
it's
Where did
like
it come from?
Every boy's worst nightmare.
Yes, it was worse than teeth.
Like when you get into a lake,
It wasn't
or,
worse than teeth.
or a
Teeth was
creek,
worse.
When you get into a creek or a lake or something like that,
I don't-
that is your worst.
I don't know
nightmare.
how many deaths per year are due to kids getting in creeks, but 1987's number plummeted dramatically. because
Yeah.
after this,
Yeah.
no one was getting in a creek until this movie was forgotten. That immediately was like not getting in there. Not getting in there.
Golly. man.
Oh, I thought that was so funny.
Have you guys seen Teeth?
No.
Do you know what I'm
The
talking about
movie
when I
Teeth?
say teeth?
No.
But I
Right.
feel like it has to do with a woman.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Never mind.
Heard about
We'll leave it for
It's
next
kinda
time.
like-
Why have
Nate, you watched
seen-
Teeth with me.
Why
By
have
the
you
way-
seen
by the way,
Teeth? Is the
Teeth-
question.
Dude, we got 20 guys in a dorm room and watched Teeth.
Teeth is exactly what you think it is, and so
sounds
is
super
and
gay.
so is
Teeth
human,
is
and so is Human Centipede.
yeah, we watched
Centip-
those back to back.
Human Centipede and Teeth. Are,
That's what Netflix was before it was this.
those 2 pages of history are.
Netflix was
burns.
full of teeth and
when it first arrived.
yeah,
It was like all
it was
the.
all the B movies.
It was Pluto, but you know what Pluto is?
yes, but
You can get anything on Pluto with ads. It's great.
Wow.
no, you can't
Teeth,
get
most things.
You can't get Green Street Hooligans.
Green Street Hooligans, you
Green
cannot
Street
get.
Hooligans is gone.
Hey, any more things that made us stop and think before we get into
Yeah,
additional
plenty,
quotes?
tons of
gems?
things.
Tell us stuff.
Well,
What do we got?
hold on. Before we go there,
Well, no, we're not leaving. That's the whole point.
Marcus.
So what you actually mean is yes.
yes, although I hadn't seen him in more than 10 years, I'll miss him forever.
That's a true statement.
I know that's a quote, but it was on the made me think side of this podcast because
Dude, I love this movie so much more when I didn't realize that was Keifer Sutherland. Because now I'm visioning.
How did you not realize?
I knew
he doesn't look at it. He's not one of the young
no,
ones.
No, but I see him and I'm like, oh, I know that guy. But now that I know who he is, I'm like, you're wearing a suit and tie and you're the president. And it bothers me. All right.
did you also know that he's in A Few Good Men?
I don't know that
Oh,
I've ever
he's a
seen A Few
turd.
Good Men.
You've
He's a
never
turd.
seen
Which
A Few
is
Good
the one
Men?
where
Hey, let's do
Jack
this next
Nicholson,
week.
Jack Nicholson.
I'm like dead serious. If he has never seen A Few Good Men,
handle the truth.
we
Dude.
should do it next week.
Done. What was the other one I really want to do? I'm excited about. What are we doing next week?
Interstellar was.
No,
I
that's
think we're doing
yours.
A Few Good Men next week.
All right, sounds good.
Nate, you got it. Nate, Few Good Men, bump everything.
Bump
We're just
everything.
doing the Rob
Move
Reiner. This is the Rob
everything.
Reiner
Few Good
show.
Men. Few Good Men. Screw it. Spinal Tap.
No, don't do Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap's not
A
that
Few Good Men. Mercy. We haven't done a horror in a while.
What's Mercy?
We only
I've never
do-
seen
Mercy is the
Mercy.
one where
Because
the lady has who plays Brian's song? James Caan.
Oh,
Oh wow, deep Brian song.
did you just reference a Brian song?
Dude, a made-for-TV movie that I saw for the first time at the Ramsey house
crazy
on a Thanksgiving.
Crazy that
Im-
was made for TV because it was such a good movie.
Impossible to watch that movie without crying. Impossible.
Yep. So I vote A Few Good Men, and then give us. We're going on a Reiner run. Let's do Mercy. Let's do Mercy, and
We're
then
not doing Mercy.
Why not?
Never even heard of it.
What are you
No.
talking
We'll
about?
save it for
A Few Good-
Thanksgiving
A Few Good
when we
Men
watch
is
all the
fine.
horror movies.
Well, let's do A Few Good Men next week, and then we'll
Do
get
you
on
mean
our
Halloween?
Yeah.
normally scheduled program.
I couldn't
Okay,
think of
A
it.
Few Good Men, Groundhog's Day, The Good,
Oh,
the Bad, and
Groundhog's
Ugly,
Day. I
The
am
Good, the Bad, and
excited to
Ugly,
watch
and then
that.
King of Life.
Groundhog's Day has to stay there.
Yeah, it's on Groundhog
Is
Day.
Okay, so
Groundhog's
Groundhog's
Day-
Day,
Unless
then
the
A Few Good
groundhog
Men.
sees a
Okay.
shadow, then we can do it the next week.
So Groundhog's Day, and then A Few Good. What if we just kept doing Groundhog's
we can watch
Day?
Groundhog's Day. Oh,
Dude,
every
no,
week.
that's
Hey,
how that's how
what
we
if
get
we-
around. That's how we get around. We're behind a week. We re-release Groundhog's Day twice in a row.
Or what if we get together and film Groundhog's Day a second time and don't mention it at all? We just do it again.
No, let's just take the week off. No, don't take the week off, but like record. Yes. Oh, we're doing it. If you're listening to the podcast
Guys,
this far, which there's
I
like
really like this show.
7% of you that get this far, you're gonna be like, yeah. All right.
Yeah, we can say whatever we want at this point. It's just Benji and like two other people that are listening at the 1 hour mark.
Dude, but I will take Benji's super fandom over 10
Oh, yeah.
sort ofs. Yeah.
And I'm kidding. The
Absolutely.
Germans are. Oh, by the way, you know who overtook the
What if we
Germans?
found out Benji's German?
Wait, is he German Baptist? What was he?
He grew up apostolic.
Yeah, that's German.
okay.
Probably. Yeah, he's German.
Did you
for
say
sure.
that very confidently, like
Yeah.
I would? Good.
Is
Good.
okay. Yeah, that was
All right.
the main thing I wanted
so,
to say.
the treasure map. When he buries the
Ram
treasure.
always says he has tons more, and then he says one thing. Then we move
Is
on.
this my one thing?
I guess so.
I got like two then.
Okay.
All right. I didn't say I have tons more.
Anybody got any other takes? Oh, plenty.
Brett,
I might have
So
said
in
that.
1987, Rob Reiner.
we need. Okay, Nate needs to drive every time.
I might ride home with you guys just to see what happens.
Here's the deal. I'm joyful every day.
Well,
I am so happy right now.
hey, pass over that moonshine. Give it to
talking. He's talking. He's popping the popcorn.
Yeah,
he's
stop eating on the show. That was a rule, like episode 20.
Nate
Episode
was doing,
20, we said no more
Nate
eating.
was eating. Nate was eating.
Nate's not on microphone. All right, so listen.
Bro, those are so good.
Did you guys ever make treasure maps?
Yes.
Treasure maps?
At
Did
my
you bury?
friend Shayna Dexter's house.
Did you ever make? What was your treasure? Did you ever have treasure?
Dude, they're still buried at the duplex my mom and I grew up in.
Get that popcorn away from him.
It's probably still buried outside the tree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I got in
It
big
was a
trouble.
box.
So I played cap guns and cops and robbers.
Oh,
all that.
love that, yeah.
But we buried marbles in the backyard, and you know my father.
Oh,
like
wow.
he's
I
not.
do.
He's
Was
not
he mad
having
about
it.
the hole or the marbles or both?
Oh, not the marbles.
Okay.
He's mad about his yard.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm 37 and live in Carmel, I totally get it. But the marbles were so cool. They're still there in Muncie.
I've thought about going to the house and being like, "Hey,
Buried
this
in
is gonna
Euclid.
sound weird. Can I dig a hole in your backyard?"
They'll say no, and then they'll start digging their own holes. He hid some cash back there.
I've never considered burying something. Yeah.
I think there was a movie at one point in time where they were like seniors and they were burying something, and I saw it when I was young, so I was like, "All right, I gotta bury something."
Goonies.
Was it Goonies? Does that happen in Goonies? I've also never
You
seen
never
Goonies.
killed. You never killed an animal and had to
I
bury
hate
it.
Goonies.
Oh, I've never had to bury an
never-
animal. I've never had to do that.
I have killed an animal and I've buried an animal, but they were not the same animal.
Yeah, Yeah.
Hold up.
Time out.
You buried an animal alive?
To kick off quotes.
No.
To quote Marcus Mangus. Yeah, I hate cats.
I've seen that man pour lighter fluid on a cat.
Spray lighter fluid in the general direction of a cat.
It was your roots.
Oh, jeez.
That is the best bachelor party that was planned on the drive there of all time.
I mean, it's a 4-hour drive.
On the fly?
It was a lot of. We had to locate. You just got to get your locations nailed down, times and commitments, and then the rest.
I think that was the first casino that I ever went into. Was that?
It was so disappointing. You're picturing Vegas. You walk in, everybody has an oxygen tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, all right, this makes way more sense. What was I thinking?
By the way, that's how Vegas is too.
Yeah.
Vegas is a scam.
Yeah.
Okay, so trains. Did you guys grow up near trains?
Yes.
We had a train. I kid you not.
Yeah. By Clancy's.
A block from us.
Yep. On
Yeah.
Tillotson.
That ran hourly.
Yep.
To the point where I don't hear trains.
So I do
Wait,
now.
so meaning you got so used to it over the
If
years?
the train's going. So I slept through trains. Like you have
Do
to.
you know how many people were late to my interviews because of that train? My office was
Oh,
literally
in
a
Muncie?
block.
Yeah, because
That's
it's still
true.
running in Muncie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, so we definitely had a train going right through Bremen. You can hear it from my house. Trains never used to bug me, but after living here for so long and having no trains,
What bugs you? Like
whenever we're
stopping?
back there, it's just like the. It's like, oh yeah, there's trains here.
The only time I get worried is driving home from the lake. There's that one train
Yeah.
if you take that one road,
Yeah.
and it's like it's not an abandoned building, but it's definitely a dead downtown.
That's actually the same railroad tracks.
And I'm like, dude, there is a drifter who is about to bash my window
Wow.
and kill everybody.
Wow.
And I am ready.
wow,
And
that's
I'm ready.
that's the most Hamilton County thing you've
I'm
ever
on
said.
alert,
I'm
dude.
ready.
I'm on high alert.
I shot
In
a man
Elkhart,
in Reno.
apparently, we were high class. We had overpasses for the trains. We built
Nope.
some tunnels.
Not in
underneath,
Bremen.
Like almost all of them.
Actually, I think it's the same exact train tracks that go through.
That would make sense.
That are in Bremen.
Anything else make us stop and think before we get to additional quotes, hidden gems?
Oh, we can give you some quotes.
Yeah, hit me. Go ahead and start. There's no rules. Go ahead.
Now he said "sick 'em boy," but what I heard was "chopper sick balls."
Then they see
I
the
knew
dogs.
Marcus was going to come up with that one.
What made you think I was going to come up with that one?
Just history. So, fun fact: we've always played the game Who almost played the character.
Oh, by the way, hold on. We are 24 hours since, Kelsey, thank you. 24 hours since the Hoosiers brought
Fernando.
home a national championship. Marcus is so
Hoosiers.
excited.
I'm not unexcited.
Who would have thought
That was
IU
a
would have
great
won a
graphic,
football
though.
championship before Purdue won a basketball championship, though?
Yeah.
And I'm not even
Dude,
an
to
IU
be
guy.
honest,
Exactly.
everyone needed this for Indiana. We were about to be the state that gets second place in everything.
I gave the wrap up at the Yeb on Sunday.
yeah.
You
My
gave the
entire wrap up
Wow.
was Kurt Signetti. Whole wrap up. By the way, the reviews are in. Even the Ohio State people loved it.
What do you mean?
I played. I said I was searching for inspiration for this wrap up, and here's what popped up. And I played the one where it's just clips of him, where it's like boom, boom.
Yeah.
He's like 10-0, pretty good, huh? Boom. And then I said, hey, here's what you need to be asking. What can you learn from Kurt Signetti about leadership? And then I just rattle off all of his quotes.
That's cool.
Dude, it was awesome, and it's why they won. It gave him
That's
the
why they won.
last push.
I just want you guys to imagine being me for 1 second. Purdue fan my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just always injuries during March Madness or
Yep.
something, like with all of our best teams, right?
Yep. Having a coach who doesn't coach well in those situations sometimes.
First of all,
Until you get the best team you ever had.
Nobody was beating that UConn team when we played them in the national championship.
That's fair.
However,
Signetti would have beat him.
Dude, that's facts.
now I'm the regional president for Indianapolis, regional president for Columbus, Ohio.
Oh,
I have to deal
What are we just
with
peacocking now? IU wins and we have to
No,
peacock?
what I'm saying is like as a lifelong Purdue fan, I have to deal with Ohio State fans and IU fans. IU fans were at least tolerable because they haven't won anything since 1988. Then they hire a freaking coach, and 2 years later decide to go from the worst football program in Division I history to national champion. It's funny. A little annoying.
Most people in Marcus' position would be like, you know what, this is good for business. I'm just going to roll with it.
It's very good for business.
He'd see somebody in an IU shirt and be like, hey, congrats, national champs. Marcus is intentionally not bringing it up.
Oh, it was the topic of conversation today in our round table.
He didn't need to.
It was, luckily I have enough Purdue grads that agree 100% with me. So, like, our group is like half Purdue grads, half IU grads.
By the way,
basically.
Facts, the movie is now over and we're still going. We're not even close to being done. So, okay, what character from Lord of the Rings auditioned for Chris?
Sean Astin.
Sean Astin.
Oh, good.
Now here's
call.
here's the whole note, and it's really.
I almost just said he was in Lord of the Rings.
Brett Wiggins. Yeah. So Sean Astin said he auditioned for the role for Chris right after River Phoenix had done his audition. When Astin walked into the room, he knew he had no chance because he saw the filmmakers were choked up and holding back tears, meaning Phoenix had just nailed his audition. Astin said he was equally impressed by Phoenix's performance when he saw the film and agreed that Phoenix was the right actor for the part.
Wow.
I mean, that's the kind of level of actor that River was before he passed. Now, here's what's interesting.
And he's really the only kid that had like chops.
He did.
Of the four.
Because you think about the other one, Vern has been in a bunch of B rolls. He's acted in thousands of CSI Miami role type things.
Great description.
Yeah, that's the level of acting he gets by.
River was 23 when he died, and he had been nominated for supporting actor already.
Yes. Correct.
So like he was legit.
Right, he was legit. Well, how many does Joaquin have? Do we know?
Oscars?
Does he have an Oscar?
No, I heard
he
that
definitely
dude
has more than one.
Super weird.
He has more. He does not have more than one.
I think
we listed all the ones with multiple Oscars.
I thought he got supporting actor for Gladiator.
Are you talking about noms?
No.
Nate should totally be ChatGPT.
We read the
now.
list.
He's Googling places to eat in
He
Colorado.
Definitely won for Joker.
In the summer of 27.
He definitely won for Joker.
He won. He won the Oscar for Joker.
Yeah.
It is phenomenal.
His acting in that movie is phenomenal. The movie itself is.
All right, so here's what's interesting about that audition, though. River Phoenix auditioned for the part of Gordy. How different would this movie have been if River Phoenix played Gordy?
Well, by Rob Reiner's beliefs, that wouldn't happen because he doesn't. It's not him naturally. So that's probably why they made the switch.
Yeah, based on what we know.
Yeah, yeah. So, but Rob's probably not the director then if that happens. But if it does, I could see him being so frustrated. Because if he's letting him just do his thing.
Well, based on what Marcus is saying, though, he's got chops, so he could probably play the role.
Joaquin just has the one.
I know. I told you we've listed all the people with multiple Oscars. It's a very short list.
Yeah, I think that I think that he likely could have pulled off Chris. It just would have felt different.
I think he could have. He did play Chris. You mean Gordy?
Sorry, Gordy. Yeah.
I think River could play any of the three parts, and none of the others could play any of the other parts.
That's a fair take. I do think he was a bigger.
I could buy that.
Gordy's meant to be frail and little and non-athletic, like
right.
And
well, I think you're only saying that because that's what he is.
Well, then you just cast. Then you just cast a bigger Chris.
That's true. Yep, that's true.
Yeah. I was looking at the two sitting there at each other, and I'm like, they're both little kids, but you can tell Chris is an athlete.
Yeah. Or just he's
the way he carries himself and walks. I remember when the cool kids started getting Jordans and Nikes about this age.
Yep.
And how they started walking different and running different.
I think Chris is like.
I was not one of those cool kids.
I think
me neither.
Chris is
Abercrombie.
Chris has got that pre-puberty.
12-year-olds?
Yeah, dude, middle school.
Oh, for sure. Chris has got that pre-puberty like extra body fat.
Yeah, 7th grade.
And Gordy is like completely like skin and bones still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's the difference.
Do you think Mickey Mouse could beat up Superman?
Dude, these great conversations. We've had some great this or that's
That's a
or
quote.
would you rather.
That's a quote.
At our retreats. Do we want to share?
Brett was like, "That's a great question. Let me think about this."
Do we have any would you rather's from the retreat that we want to share?
Not particularly.
What would you rather's? What are you
Would
talking
you
about?
rather be blind? These are the types of conversations. No,
I think it's safe to share with our followers.
that's the adolescent version of what's happening on our retreats.
yeah, well,
Totally.
to your point, like we have this. We
Yeah.
actually,
For sure.
we absolutely have this.
Absolutely, we do.
I'm just gonna say I'd rather be blind. I'd rather be blind.
Hey, at least we know.
Use your imagination. Actually, write into the cover podcast. What do you think the would you rather was? Would you rather be blind or? And we all
what
chose
causes
blind.
Think I have to check the email?
All but one of us chose blind.
What is our email? Thecoverpod
at
gmail.com.
Yeah.
Hey,
Or
at least,
DM us on social.
another quote. Hey, at least we know when the train is due.
When it almost hits him. I liked that too. Mm-hmm. Quotes and gems.
I cherish these moments. That was a quote.
They kept
Just
quoting.
making sure people know because it could have been me just saying I cherish these
That's
moments.
true. That's true.
They always said "skin it" when they were.
Oh, I
when it
like
was
that.
Give the real.
That was the
skin.
high five.
And the
Yeah.
pinky promise. Notice it's not the pinky curl. It's
No,
like
it
a
was
separate.
he did this whole baseball sign type pinky promise.
I like that better.
It was pretty interesting, that whole scene when we kept making him promise, pinky promise.
Well, you would definitely
on
be
your
like double
mother.
dog on your mom's life.
That was pretty funny though. So he goes, "Oh, what did he say about his mom? Oh, you're going to hell because you're lying about it or something." I got to dig up that quote.
There
that
was,
so funny.
there was many layers and many levels to that that moment for sure.
Oh, I need to give you some more quotes.
Please.
Okay. And Lard Ass just sat
Lard Ass.
back and enjoyed what he created.
Great writing at 10, 11. Phenomenal. I loved that cutaway because it kind of reminded me of a PG-13 version of Captain Underpants for some reason.
Sure.
Like it's the same style of like
Go with
weird.
that.
Yeah. I liked it.
Also in that same like circle around the campfire when they're all asking all the different questions, he goes, "That's easy. Pez, cherry flavored Pez. If you're gonna eat one food for the rest of your life."
Remington's answer.
Was that Vern?
Yes.
That's easy. Pez. Dude, Pez were cool.
Do Pez make your fingers smell?
Pez do not make your fingers
Pez do not make your fingers
because
smell?
they have that little thing.
Oh, you're protected.
You can go straight into your mouth.
You're
with Pez.
protected.
Yeah.
There are things that you should start wearing gloves for. Jersey
Yeah.
Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. No, I don't eat Taco Bell. The other one was
And I'm all
Penn
out of
Station.
gum. I'm all out
No,
of,
you said it was
Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Five Guys. Five Guys.
yeah, it was Five Guys.
in Penn Station. You got to give them
I guess-
context if you're gonna laugh.
I guess a more experienced shopper could have gotten more with your 7 cents. When Vern is complaining about the food,
Yes.
so funny. I laughed very hard. And then the last quote I'm not going to say because it's a PG-14.
I know I
podcast.
can't find any of the ones that don't have like cursing in it.
It's all right. Keep searching. I'm ready to rate this thing.
2 for flinching. You ever do that?
Oh,
Dude,
yes.
I didn't know. Do you think that was
Absolutely.
before this movie or was it created in this movie?
Oh,
It was
dude,
probably
2 for
before this
flinching
movie.
has been.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's been around since like Moses.
Yeah.
Well, 2 for flinching.
Maybe Abraham.
I give it
Yeah.
a 9 for rating.
Oh wow.
I'm a perfect score. I'm so angry I've never seen this movie. I'm
Wowza.
actually angry that I've never seen this movie.
Is it because you feel like it was your upbringing?
Definitely nostalgic without a doubt. But it's dang near perfect. It's not overtaken by horrible animatronics from a shark. It's not like there's nothing that ruins it.
The other Richard Dreyfuss movie
There's
we've done.
there's nothing that I'm like, dude, it'd be perfect if
Was that Mark
blank.
Wahlberg or Matt Damon?
So yeah, I'm a 9. I'm a strong 9.
Mangus, are you a 9?
8.7.
I'm an 8.
but like more towards 9 than.
Yeah.
And are
Exactly.
you in 8 no decimal points?
I'm
or
not
are you
doing decimals.
so you're in 8.
I'm an
okay.
8.
Okay.
I'm an 8. I don't know. There's 9s, and that's not one of them for me. But
It's
it is
not
good.
one of them for me either.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's-
But I really,
Will you
I
watch
felt-
this next year?
I felt like this.
You know
hit-
what? What holiday or what situation annually would this be?
I don't know. We're watching horror movies at Thanksgiving now, so
I felt like this movie hit different at 38 than it did whenever I watched it before.
So you must have watched it in college
I must
because
have.
that's the only time of your life where it wouldn't resonate. Because
I-
if you watched it earlier than that,
Yep.
if you watched it in high school,
if I watched it earlier than that, I would have thought this is a little scandalous because of all the cussing and everything.
well, I'm just saying true to your life, like you'd be closer to it in middle school, it would hit you one way.
Yep.
In college, it wouldn't hit you at all because you're just in college. You're not thinking about a family. You're
No.
not thinking about kids.
No.
And then when you have a family, it completely hits different.
Yeah, and I would say too, like watching it with your 13, almost 14-year-old is interesting too.
Sure.
Like hearing the things that he's laughing at. He's watching kids that are essentially his peers. Like
Yeah.
it was fun to do.
That is fun. I'm really excited to watch real movies.
This
with
is
my
a
kids.
Labor Day weekend watch. From
Oh,
now
there
on.
you go.
Nate, producer Nate with the call. Hey,
But I never stopped thinking about this movie today.
Yeah.
And,
damn, sounds like a 9.
And that makes it close to a 9.
Sounds like a 9.
That makes it close to a 9. I think that it's possibly a 9, but I would need it to go a few more years to know.
I'm not opposed to watching it again, giving it a different
It
rating.
might be like wine. The longer
Wine and cheese.
might age. What's next? We've got so Groundhog's Day is
Groundhog's
next.
Day.
And we're gonna air that twice in a row. A Few Good Men.
What if we just launch it like 2 days in a row?
Oh, there you
Ooh.
go.
Yeah.
Or like every day that week.
And then we've got the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. We're kicking off our westerns. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which we've acknowledged it is the most well-known western of all time. But Marcus wants to make sure you know it is not the best western of all time. There are more. And then
in
we're
Marcus's opinion.
Yeah, we are currently listening / reading King, A Life, Martin Luther King biography. and
Highly
it is
recommend.
Solid. It is
Listen
20
to
hours.
it though. Don't read it. Listen to it.
Yeah. The narrator is Nate. Nate got us on this early. He's great. He
So good.
does semi does voices, but his singing is he does it all. Yeah, he does it all. If we should find out his name and give him some props sometime. It'd be great.
It'd be if we were a real podcast, we would do those things.
If we were a real podcast with a real producer,
I like to give the audience homework.
yeah,
Let them look it up while
yeah,
they're driving.
they're like figuring it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
find your own adventure.
I got nothing. Bye.